Hello guys, and welcome to my weekly rant. Now, first off, you've noticed that the intro is much shorter. Now this is going to be an intro for the channel. The one thing I did realise about the intro was it was far too long. One of my friends, Ash, he said that the intro was a minute long and it didn't need to be. I don't think he said it like that, but yeah, it was a minute long and people were getting bored like in the first minute because they were still watching the intro a minute forward. So I cut it down to 30 seconds and it was still too long because after having watched other YouTubers, I finally learned, it finally sunk in that the intro that some people were doing were just coming up and then going, and it was over in seconds. So I've shortened it down to 15 seconds so I can give across the kind of feel that I want, but without boring you guys. Next, I think, so you guys have probably noticed I haven't posted this week. So I'm actually going to count this as this week's post for now. So I can just explain to you guys what's happened this week. So it's more of a personal nature, like in regards to my car. Now, I was aware that I was running out of time for my MOT certificate, so I was on to repairing the car, but I knew one of the biggest repairs I had to make were my brake discs and pads because they were all wearing down something strange. It really needed changing. So one of my days off, I spent the entire day out changing the brakes and discs because some of the parts involved in taking the discs off were rusted and were very, very difficult to get off. So in the end, I started at like 10:30 and finished at 5. I was utterly exhausted Tuesday and I had no more energy to do any sort of YouTube content for you. And then Wednesday, the big day, MOT day, and the car failed. And on top of that, I realised that the car had expired its MOT. So I had no more MOT life on it. It was gone. I didn't realise. That day coincidentally was the last day, which gave me a bit of a problem. So I've been flapping for the last few days trying to figure out how we're going to work this, but thanks to two very awesome people that are going to help me out with acquiring the right parts, and then here's the bit where they're going to advise me how to fit them, get them on my car, and then take it back for MOT so I can actually use my car again. They're going to be doing it this way, obviously without breaking lockdown rules. They're going to be doing it a certain way so I can replace them and not spend 350 quid at the garage. So we're going to be doing it that way so I can try and save myself some money because of what I want to start bringing you guys in the future. Now, moving on to the channel, I noticed that the Walking Dead Saints and Sinners videos have gone from 36 views on the initial post to 12 on the second episode, and then the next 3 have gone down to 5. I'm not really sure why this is. I did ask you guys to talk to me, to comment on the videos and give me some feedback on what you guys thought. I'm not sure whether it's just like you may be afraid that you'll upset me and I'll be quite sad, or I might give up. Nothing you'll say will make me give this up, and I will get to that in a minute. But I do want you guys to give me some feedback. If you could, whether it's on my Facebook page or whether it's actually on the videos themselves, give me some feedback on what you thought of the video, why it was good, why it was bad, what I can improve, what I can change to make it better. Give me some feedback on how you feel, because that's the way that this is going to start properly and grow better, is for you to help me learn the lessons that I need to learn, because this is the first month and we're doing better than I thought we were going to do, because I thought each video was going to get like 1, 2, 3 views and that was it. And then the first video got 36 views and then the second got 12. I did notice the decline, but then that's probably because this is a very sort of specific type of game. You guys possibly not into this sort of game, so that's probably a factor of it. So in the next sort of few months I am going to be bringing you some different things, but this is where the money comes in, you see, and I will explain that in a minute. But yeah, I will be switching things up, bringing some all new content, and Joe Dog's actually going to be bringing you some cool new stuff and some different kinds of gaming to you. We're going to actually be taking you on a journey to a new type of gaming. By the time we're finished, we're going to be doing some really cool stuff. So yeah, so we're going to bring you something new. So Joe's bringing something new, and we're going to start switching things up with different games. Now, I'll go back a second, and where I said nothing you can do will make me give up, because I'm doing this because this is something I really, really want to do. It's something I believe in. I've been inspired to do this since I first hit YouTube and was watching different YouTubers play their games. It did start with Jacksepticeye, and I quickly moved on to people like, not moved on, but I added people to my repertoire like Captain Sauce, a Wolf in VR, Nano, which is a name you'll want to remember, and a Wolf in VR is another one, because they are two great gamers on YouTube. They're absolutely fantastic. Nano makes me laugh, and so does a Wolf in VR, but a Wolf in VR just has this way about him that I enjoy his videos. They're really, really cool. But I do have a load of different YouTubers. Obviously Neebs Gaming, Captain Sauce, Jacksepticeye, the big names. But this is I've wanted to do this since I started watching them, because it really, really inspires me. I've always been interested in gaming above all else. It has sometimes been a bane of mine where I get too much into my gaming, but nowadays where people make livings off it, it does inspire me to try for that path. I won't hide behind any sort of false motives or whatnot, because I'm an honest person. I would like a lifestyle where I make a living off my gaming, my YouTube channel. That would be ideal for me. But first and foremost is my love of doing this kind of thing. I think it's absolutely awesome, because you get to connect with people all over the world. You get to make some awesome friends, meet new people, and it changes your life in ways which I mean, for the time being, I'm not really sure just how much my life will change if I manage to make a success of this. But I do know that meeting new people changes your life irrevocably, and to be able to connect with so many people and talk and laugh and have a great time with so many people, meet new friends and play games online with new people, is just something I always love doing. So to do this is a dream of mine come true, to finally be able to do this and to know how to start, working these videos and editing and whatnot. If you said editing to me 10 years ago, I would have gone, huh? But nowadays editing is rather a simple task for me, but sort of giving my videos a bit more finesse is going to take time and experience and practice and sort of know-how. But this is something I've always wanted to do, so nothing you could possibly say will make me quit. I mean, and I'm ready for all the negative comments and all the criticisms from people. If people say they don't like my videos, because at the end of the day, if somebody comes across and says, I don't like your video, I don't like the way you play games, I respect that. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm going to respect that, because not everyone is going to connect. Not everyone is going to like my videos. Everyone is different and unique in their own way, and they all have their different likes and dislikes, and that's just the way life is. So I won't be taking offence to it. It's just one of those things. But I want you guys to be honest and help me out and tell me what you like and don't like, what you think the channel needs, doesn't need, changes I need to make, stuff like that. Even if it's just on the Facebook page, or if it is at the end of one of my videos, do leave us a comment and show me some love or show me some wisdom. Just give me a shout and see what you think of my videos. Leave us a comment, because I'd really, really appreciate that, because that's how it's going to grow, is for you guys liking and sharing my videos with people you think might enjoy it. If you're not into gaming, or you're not into this specific type of game, if you could share it maybe with some of your friends that you think might enjoy that, that would be really, really cool, because I'd really, really appreciate that. So yeah, subscribing, liking, sharing, that'd be awesome. But on to new games. Now, I have been sort of trying to do my homework on just how things work, in as much as like with the PSVR at the moment, I'm using the onboard recorder system. Now, it's only recording as it's designed to, and you get that really circular view instead of the big full screen view that you get on other YouTubers. And I think this is due to them using like a capture card to record the screen, a capture card or some kind of software to record the screen. Now, most of the time these guys are doing it on high-end PCs with the Oculus or the HTC Vive or the Valve Index, and I'm not sure how exactly it would work with the Quest, because that's a new aspect for me, but using their high-end PCs and their technical know-how and experience and whatnot to give you that full screen view. At the moment, I've only just begun. This is my first month, so things are fairly simple at the moment. But I am researching and I am learning, and the way in which I think it's going to go is going to take time, because it's going to take me time to gather the money, A, for the laptop, and B, for the capture cards I will need to record the necessary quality videos that you guys are going to like to see. So it's going to take me a bit of time, but hopefully over time my VR videos on the PS4, with not only with The Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners, but some other really cool VR games I've got lined up for you. And I am going to change the genre of gaming that I'm going to show you. There is a limited number of VR games on the PS4 marketplace, so there will be a point where I might run out, but that's not going to be just yet. So hopefully by the time we start coming to the end of the VR videos on the PS4, I'll have a good PC tower, I'll have a good laptop, and I'll have my capture cards, and I'll be able to really start improving the quality of games that you see and the VR videos I'm going to show you. But in the meantime, I'm going to bring you some other types of games as well. I'm actually talking to the guys in what they're going to enjoy playing. And the first one that came up was Ark, because we are all huge Neebs gaming fans. We've watched Neebs gaming play all sorts of video games, but mostly we watched them play Ark, and their adventures in Ark were absolutely stunning. It really was inspiring stuff. Not that I'm going to try and copy them, because I think that would be rather insulting and disrespectful to actually try and copy them, because they are one of a kind. They are unique, and I don't believe what they've done and how they've done it and how they've captured what they've captured is copyable. I think it's one of a kind what they do and who they are, because they're kind of like a close-knit family. So yeah, but doing our own Ark adventures and our own Ark videos where we don't rush to the boss or PvP or anything like that, that we take our time, smell the roses and have fun and do all sorts of different weird and funky things, and basically lead you guys on a little adventure. But again, that's going to take time, because I'm going to need a capture card and a method of recording myself whilst I'm doing it. So that's going to take time to set up. It's going to take time and money, but I think a few months at least. Give me a few months and I should be able to set this kind of stuff up, and I should be able to start bringing you these kinds of videos once we've planned it all out, budgeted it all out and got it sorted, so we can bring you some awesome videos for Ark and our adventures on Ark. So that's something to look forward to. I'm actually going to be bringing you a remake of a classic game. Now, Half-Life is a genre that started in 1995, and back then who would have known that it would be this popular, this amazing. So for me, for you guys, you might have known before me, but I only discovered recently there was a remake of the first Half-Life. It's on Steam and it's called Black Mesa. Now, it's made by people called Crowbar Collective, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's made by Crowbar Collective, and they were given permission by Valve to remake the game, and they've made an awesome job of it. Now, I saw this initially with a YouTuber called Nano. I think I've mentioned him. He's absolutely awesome. He's funny. He's right on my level with the type of humour that he uses. And it's an awesome game. So in the next few weeks, I'm going to be playing that game and changing the channel up a little bit so I can take you through a remade version and a sort of reinvented version of Half-Life 1. From what I've seen, they've really changed things up, made it look more like a laboratory than a disaster in a polygon made world. But that's just time and technology. But the way they've remade it and what it looks like, it's just phenomenal. It just looks amazing. So I will be playing that, and rather than playing the original version, unless you guys want to see the original version as well, to do like a little comparison if you want, but I will be playing a couple of mods on Steam that are connected to the original game. One is called They Hunger, and the other one's called the Zombie Edition. I want to have a little look at those games and play them for you because they look really cool. They're really like a funky version of a funky mod to play and show you guys. So those are the sort of things you can look forward to. There's some other stuff that's oncoming, but I'm not going to spoil the surprise. There is some different content coming in the next few months. They're going to change the channel around a little bit and give you some different games to watch, some different content, and really up our game quite a lot. So I'm looking forward to bringing you guys that stuff. And I hope you'll join me on my journey and help me out as much as you can. Liking, sharing, commenting and subscribing. Let's help get this channel and this community growing, and let's all connect. Don't forget, I am on Facebook and Twitter. Just search the Chrizzly Pair on both Facebook and Twitter and you'll come to my pages. And on Facebook I've got a little social page for my little rants called the Chrizzly Chit Chat. So we can talk to each other and comment and whatnot, and I can bring you these different videos, and you guys can upload your own sort of videos if you want in the Chrizzly Chit Chat. But for now, from me, I'm not going to bore you anymore. Thank you for watching me rant so I can explain what's happened, and I will see you guys soon.